And that's why I'm wearing a flannel, dude. Because what is more fall than me wearing a flannel? Nothing. Oh boy, it is not a good sign when you're already kind of out of breath. Just being enjoying. I guess we'll talk about that in a second. I probably should talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I am so happy to have you here with me today. Guys, welcome back. Welcome to the world. I guess not welcome to the world. I'm sure you've probably been here for a while, unless you're a newborn, right? If you just gave birth to a nice, sweet baby child and you decide to play this podcast, then good on you. And what's up, dude? Welcome. It only gets better from here. If you keep listening to this show, the world can be a little bit of a mess at times, but, here at Full Circus, we live with smiles per hour, baby. So, yeah, what's up? And, and welcome to the world, genuinely. But for the people that have been in the world for a little bit and, have been a citizen, part of society in any way, or somehow you just stumbled across this podcast and you're off the grid. I have no idea what the circumstances are or where this is going, but I'm just saying, hey, guys, welcome back. And that it is officially fall season, okay? This is the best part, right? When the days actually tick and they say, hey, on the calendar, America, I don't know if they do it all in countries, I didn't do my research, but here in America, they say, hey, this is the arbitrary day that we decide that it's fall, okay? Orange is in, dark colors are in, thick freaking cold weather rain down upon us, right? Well, hopefully not rain, but just gray skies, crunchy leaves, all the good things that happen with weather. Yeah, it's always nice. It's always nice when it's officially that season because then people have to say, I didn't really care, but fine, Tristan, do your thing, right? The naysayers, the people who don't have that excitement, they go, okay, fine, you were a month early, but do your thing, be excited. Talk about fall. And I say, you better believe I will, right? And that's why I'm wearing a flannel, dude. Because what is more fall than me wearing a flannel? Nothing. Close your eyes. And I want you to really picture the most fall and autumn thing you can imagine. Okay? And I'm talking to everybody. So everyone who's just watching, like, okay, I'm sure some people are doing it, but I'm going to keep watching and see what's going to happen. You're not going to miss anything. Just close your eyes. Genuinely. Think about the most fall thing you can think of. Now think about me in a flannel. There's no difference, right? Because this is the most fall you could get, dude. I'm excited. I love it, dude. I don't know why. I don't know what happened in my life that it just got so jacked up, man. I got Jubileeism dictionary check. I'm excited. I have so much enthusiasm for it. I just love fall, dude. As soon as that starts hitting, listen, I've been doing it since September 1st, but I waited a little bit to rock the flannel until the official day for you to be a little courteous because I'm a gentleman, and that's what happens when you wear a flannel. But anyways, yeah, I love the fall so much. I need to slow down and really enjoy it, so I love the fall. And sometimes I just start tripping over stuff just to enjoy it even more because I'm falling. But yeah, dude, it's a good time. It's always a great time, man. The good stuff about fall, dude, and the colder weather. But it's not like cold. It's like that perfect little medium where you could wear a t-shirt or you could wear a light jacket. You could wear shorts, you could wear jeans. It's the perfect happy medium. There's winds in the air. The sound that the leaves make when they crunch. If you find somebody who doesn't like that sound, ban them. From where? I don't even know, but figure it out, okay? Because it's a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful place. And in the smells, dude, what other season has smells? Like Christmas is a holiday, right? That has its own kind of smells, but winter itself isn't really a smell. It's just kind of dead. It's just cold. Brr, right? But fall has smells, right? The only other competition you could probably give it is spring. But spring sucks, dude. Spring is nothing but mud and chaos, and the snow is just kind of melted away. It's like a weird little swamp, little area, and you're not smelling flowers like, oh, it's the spring flowers. Things are budding and blooming and blowing and whatever. That's not what spring smells like, okay? Spring smells like sticks, wet slosh, and sleet, and just grossness, okay? Spring is not good, and that's how freaking positive and fallful I am. I'm so fall, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm so for fall, okay, that I'm anti-spring, all right? That's what I'm trying to say. And spring has no smells, unless you're just freaking barrel-chesting a rose to your nose. It rhymed. You're not smelling flowers, right? No one's just going... Oh, it's spring. You don't have to do that in fall. You just step outside. Psh, the colder air comes away. And I don't know where the smells come from, but somehow there's a pumpkin patch freaking 45 miles away, but it just wafts over you. Like, yeah, dude. All these freaking coffee shops start making pumpkin spice lattes. I don't even drink coffee, don't like it, but the smell that blooms and grows through the air is amazing, dude. It's great. I love it, dude. I love the fall. I wasn't always like this. I don't know what happened, but probably about 22 years ago. I'm 23. I don't know what happened, but I just really enjoy it. Now, granted, wearing the fall thicker attire than I'm wearing right now is a bit warm inside when you're not embracing that kind of breezy weather, especially with a lot of warm lights and a lot of excitement and energy. I'm beginning to get out of breath. Actually, I started the show out of breath, and I feel hot and overwhelmed, but that's okay because you suffer for your craft. And that's what fall is sometimes, man. It is your craft. It's an art form. It's a beautiful time to be alive, dude. But yeah, I'm overheating right now. Actually wasn't a second ago. I had no clothes on really at all. I was working out. I had shorts on. And the weather was out and it was cold and my grandfather, my papa, he had pulled into the driveway. And he had to pick up my mom. They were going to lunch or something. And she's like, go out and talk to him. I'm like, why? I've got no clothes on. What? Freaking what? But so she kept trying to get me to go out there and run to him like he was the ice cream man. Papa! It just feels kind of silly to do. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, especially because I don't have clothes on and I'm trying to work on it. She's like, just go distract him. And then immediately when, you kind of hear that, you're like, oh, we're distracting somebody? Now I feel like we're running a con, right? Like, go look out. Go distract him. Like, hey, you want to see a magic trick? So anyways, she was still getting ready, and I ran out there with no plans, no material at all, and I ran out there shirtless, basically feeling butt naked, and the fall weather was so cold and breezy, and even though as brisk as it was, I still liked it with no shirt on, but he was surprised, okay, to say the least. He was like, hey, Tri. I was like, yeah, sorry, I was just working out. Anyways, I'm here to entertain you. No, that's okay. That's not what I mean. I'm here to, we're just going to converse and talk about, hey, Papa, how you doing? And, so that's always an awkward. He wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting this situation either, because I would have had clothes on. And I go out there and I just try to make conversation, which is always a funny concept. Okay, we're going to make conversation. Start pulling your weight, Dennis. I'm making all the conversation. That's not my grandfather's name. It's a imaginary person I came up with to illustrate the point. Making conversation. Why is it? It's always, hey, I'm just making conversation. Someone else needs to be contributing, okay? I should not be freaking the only one manifesting this. I'm creating conversation. I'm creating words. It's just a funny thing that I was thinking about as I was doing it. I was like, wow, I'm making conversation. He should probably start, chirping in a little bit. But, that's what it is. I'm the founder of conversation sometimes because I take over that bad. But yeah, we're making conversation. You're just saying conversation. Are we really making conversation? Are we crafting it from the depths, the words? Sometimes the words I say on here, I guess technically could be considered making conversation because I say new words all the time on accident. But yeah, we make conversation here on the podcast. For real. We actually make it, man. We bake conversation. We throw all the ingredients and something comes out. We don't know what it is, but it's a surprise. But yeah, so I was out there making conversation with my grandfather, and it was a little uncomfortable, especially because the neighbor pulled up and the driveways are like side by side. So his truck comes in, I got to get closer, and all of a sudden I'm like shoving my bare stomach and gut right in his face. I'm like, hey, so how you doing? So it's uncomfortable. He's like backing out. It feels like in, what's that movie? Due Date, when he's like on the airplane, the guy rubs his stomach right in his face.
How you doing? What brings you up to first class?
Procured.
Oh, sorry.
He's like, hey, what's going on? It's like, so how about the Guardians? How about the Browns or whatever? And we start talking about the Browns a little bit, dude. Oh, and by the way, the Browns. Ooh, the Browns, man. Listen, one of my favorite things about fall is the football season rises from the ashes. You spend all year looking to the training camp and drafting these players, and you get excited for these things, and fall is where it really hits that button, everything's unlocked and unleashed for better or for worse. And last week it was for the worst, dude. So the Browns, we don't win a ton. Usually that's not really our thing. But we were winning big and we were winning good this last week. So we score, it's 30 to 17, right? 30 to 17 with 93 seconds left. Okay, 93. Now we had a 99 0.7 chance of winning, according to the betting statistics. People are like, hey, you put some money on this. They only have a 0.3 chance of winning this. And you're like, okay, it's all but wraps. People are leaving the stadiums. Everyone's going home. Everyone's like, let's just change the TV. It's already over. There's 93 seconds. We're just going to kneel it out, right? First play of the game, they skyrocket it, boom, touchdown. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks, but at least we're up a whole other score, and they have to onside kick it to get the ball back. It's very complicated. The point is it's still 0.3. We're not going to lose this thing. Somehow, someway, they score a touchdown, kick an onside kick, get the ball back, drive all the way through our defense twice, get another touchdown, we get the ball back, throw a pick, game over, nothing matters, we lose it in 93 seconds. Now, this does not happen ever in football, okay? For the people who are uninitiated, who don't understand what I'm really saying, we lost a game, 14-point lead, 2 touchdowns. It's hard to get 1 touchdown in the NFL, but to lose 2 touchdowns in the last 90 seconds, a minute and a half, dude. Popcorn can't even cook that fast, okay? So yeah, they drive, they score 2 touchdowns, and this has not happened in 21 years, since 2001, okay? October. And the last time it happened was also against the Browns, unfortunately. And 2,212 or something games have been played consecutively where no one has given up a 14-point lead in the last 2 minutes. So, yeah, we blew that, and that sucks because we could have been 2-0. They're like the freaking TVs throwing up the graphics. Oh, they haven't been 2-0 since 1993. Gas was $1.07. And you're like, wow, this is crazy. And sure enough, we blew it, dude. We blew it. And the Browns actually play tonight. That's the reason I was talking to it with my grandpa, and we were kind of just, this sucks, man. And it's always tricky, dude. It's always tricky being a Browns fan because it feels like they just don't ever do anything to fix the problems, right? The Browns are just a bunch of rash scratchers, and I've said this before, and if you don't know what that means, it's probably because I just made it up. But a rash scratcher basically means is that we're not doing anything to actually fix the case, right? We've got an itch, we've got a freaking rash. We're not doing anything to any medicinal advice, any doctor, any treatment to get a solution, right? We're just scratching the rash. Temporary fix. Boom, and you forget about it, right? That's what we do to the fans and the media. Like, well, we're going to take care of this. Let's just scratch that itch of yours that you're upset and everything, okay? But we're going to take care of it. We're going to take the necessary adjustments. It was pretty... And we never do. Nothing's ever fixed. The coaches, the players, the assignments, whatever happens, we're just always scratching rash, okay? We're a bunch of rash scratchers. We need to take actually necessary precautions. I don't know what these things are, but nothing ever changes, okay? If nothing changes, nothing changes. And that's some philosophy for you. But anyways, yeah, that was unfortunate, and the Browns are really just scratching rash. Hopefully we can really get a fix and some sort of ointment here tonight against the Steelers. It's going to be a big game. I guess you're seeing this on Friday, so I don't know who won. And if you know that the Browns lost, just I don't know. Enjoy my happy presence, because you know in the real world, on this day actually as it's happening, I'm not as excited. But yeah, let's get some ointment, guys. Let's get some aloe or whatever fixes rash. Let's stop irritating and let's stop scratching, dude. No more scratching rash. Yeah, what else is going on, dude? It's just been kind of great. I'm enjoying the fall. Oh, you know what was not so great is 2 days ago, I lost my wallet. Okay, now I do not lose things, okay? I hate it. That's the reason I have such a I know where my stuff goes. It's very structured. I put it in the same spot every single time because I hate the feeling of something going missing. I never lose stuff. And yeah, I was very upset upon looking for my wallet and it not being there. I'm like, huh? Okay, well immediately I have to start thinking, who took it? Because it can't be my fault. I did not put it somewhere else. I know that for sure because I am so structured in that way. I do not put it somewhere it does not belong. That's who I am. I do not lose things, dude. I don't even say I lose weight. Okay, when I shed a few pounds, I say I misplaced it somewhere. I do not lose things. But anyways, I lost my wallet. And I was going crazy, dude. I'm looking for it, and people are like, I'm trying to help. And I'm like, yeah, okay, help me. But also, did you do something? You know, it's just one of those things. It's like the revelation of the Bible where you have to turn brother on family and be like, I appreciate you, but what? Why? And you shouldn't think like that because they're just trying to help. But I'm like, oh, who did it? Oh, which one of you? Who? I'm calling up people I don't even know. Okay, I'm scrolling through the relatives of Facebook. I'm like, have you seen my wallet? I'm texting people, and they're like, no, we haven't talked in ever. But anyways, could not find my wallet, and I tore the house up, dude. And now the only thing that's more frustrating than already losing something is the fact that I've made a complete mess, right? My frustration can only be illustrated by the appearance of our house. My bed's flipped over, sheets, blankets, everything. Couch is actually upside down, cushions, mess, dude. And now, not only did I not find the thing, but now I've created an apocalypse for myself to solve, okay? So I've got cushions, I'm sweeping, I'm mopping, I'm putting things back together. I'm already so upset. And I couldn't find the freaking thing. And I looked, dude. I looked for over half an hour. And I'll tell you this, dude. 33 minutes. For better or for worse, I don't know if this is a good thing, but 33 minutes is how long it took me to stop. I quit. That was it. I reached my breaking point of looking for arguably my most valuable possession. Okay, this is your wallet of someone of my age. I have my ID in there, my college ID in case I want to go back and take a class on how not to lose things. Okay, I got cards in there. I've got money. I've got change. I've got tokens. Chuck E. Cheese, because you never know. But yeah, this is my most valuable little sanctuary. This is my property. This is my most valuable thing. And I was kind of shocked to find out that 33 minutes. That's how long it takes to truly just say, that's it. Let the world have it. I can't do this anymore. 33 minutes. So I don't know if I should be happy about it or thrilled or satisfied, because that is my most valuable thing. Okay? Now, whatever's going to happen to be my most valuable thing in the future, I think the standards still apply. So unfortunately, if I have kids and they wander off and they get lost, they've got a 33-minute window to return. Or I say, you know what? It's done. Okay? You were my most valuable possession. You were my children, my pride, my joy. But you didn't return. Okay? I've looked. Trust me, I'll put in the effort. For those 33 minutes, I will give it everything I got. Okay? But if you do not find your way back to me, or I don't find my way to you within that window, it's over. That's my time limit. 33 minutes, apparently. So yeah, that's a little interesting factoid to really learn about yourself. Like, yeah, that's how much time I have to give to the most special and important thing in my life. 33 minutes. Just like, okay, that's all I have to give. So yeah, that's unfortunate for my future kids. If they wander off, dude, you better freaking get some rollerblades and surf on back to me, because I'm peeling out of there. I'm like, well, can't do anything about it. We looked. It's not that we didn't. We tried. I went, hey, come back, and they didn't show. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But also, conclusion of the story, we did find my wallet. My brother found it in the van. It had fallen out of my pocket into the crevasse of the seat. So, one, I was right. I did not misplace it. I put it everywhere it needs to be. It had fallen. It had gotten out. And two, actually, that was the only point I had, is that I was right. I do not just lose things, okay? It had fallen off my person without my knowing. And that does not count as me just like, hey, okay, whatever. And I just throw it, and it's just gone. So yeah, I'm proud of that in myself. I'm not proud that I was wearing shorts and it just slipped. And that's the problem with loose fabric. Sometimes you don't just see it coming. So start wearing your jeans, dude. Start wearing your jeans. It's fall, man. So nothing slips out of my pockets when I'm wearing jeans, dude. Jeans. That's another thing about fall, dude. It's even harder to lose your property. What else happened, dude? Oh. Speaking of right before the fall thing turned, I decided to go and get one last surf in, right? So here in Ohio, we have a great lake, okay? But I'll tell you at the end of the story, but based on how this thing turned out, I would say it's more of a good lake. But anyways, I went to go surfing, dude. And I've seen all the videos. I Googled it, all the waves. It's crashing. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. And I drive a freaking hour and a half to get here. I'm excited. It's midday. I make a snap decision judgment. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go do it. And I get back in my summer's gear, my shorts and such. I'm ready to go have a good time. I get there, and it's literally freaking butt flat soda. It's got no ripples. It's got nothing going for it, man. I was so upset. I stroll in there. I'm grabbing the surfboard, smiles wide, okay? And I climb the peak of this hill, and I look over this lake, and there's nothing. It is the most unsatisfying feeling. Ha-ha! We made conversation! It's an unsatisfied feeling that I could make. I'll put the video in for you as well, just so you can see.
Okay. Literally crickets.
Absolute crickets, dude. It was horrible. And it was embarrassing because I'm standing there. There's people behind me as well. And like, well, did he think it was going to be like surfing? There's no, because they live here, right? Like, hey, how would it drive? Well, an hour and a half. He's for the only surf. I'm like, now I got to walk back to my car, a weird walk of shame in my freaking swim trunks as the freaking, fall weather starts rolling in and I'm wearing and I look around and all the like regulars here, dude. I kid you not, I see curtains start closing. They're like this. Oh, kids are like, hey, come here, kids, come look, look at this guy. He thought he was gonna be surfing. Point and laugh, call him names. I'm like, guys, no, I wasn't gonna go surfing. That's not what it was. I was getting a picture, a story. This is my regular attire. Throwing the surfboard into the bushes, and I feel so embarrassed, dude. I literally see the curtains closing, opening, people are looking. The only waves that I was gonna be seeing were people saying, bye, go back home. So yeah, that was terrible. And not only that, but I had to roll into gas stations because I need to use the restroom or I need to go get some food. I was 2 different locations where I had to walk in and pretend like I wasn't wearing this because I was trying to do a surf attempt. I either say, like, this is my normal attire. I swear, I'm just very tropical by default. They're like, oh, hey, yeah, that pool was nice. Trying to like shake it off, but no one's buying it, dude. If it's crazy how fast things just shake out because you could wear the same attire a week ago at the beach. Nobody bats an eye, okay? I show up there 7 days later. I walk in, boom, immediately. Everyone's heads turn like I had just said the craziest thing, an outlandish, moment and sentence. I had made some crazy conversation, literally. So yeah, I was a diseased kind of tropical freak, apparently. So that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate, but you know what? That really only sparked this decision to go even further, to get the fall attire. Because I'm done with summer. You're done no more, dude. Screw it. Now, are the flip-flops convenient sometimes? Yes. Or is it a little bit disturbing for other people and gross, especially when you get back from the beach and you're so used to it, to the attire, and you walk into a giant eagle barefoot, basically. You're wearing your freaking flip-flops, and people are like, what put your toes away, dude. Why are your toes out? This is a family place. And I see people doing that all the time. And I did that once. I had socks on, but I was just like, I'm not comfortable. I know it was like 90 degrees out on this day, but I was like, no, this just isn't right, dude. Your toes should never be out in the market. I will stand and I will die on that hill. That is the one thing that I might feel just passionate enough about to yell. I yell about a lot of things, I guess. But anyways, yeah, so I was pretty upset and people were laughing at me and, hopefully I can tell the story and we can all laugh together. But we can leave that in the past, dude. That's summer problems, dude. There's freaking summer issues, man. We don't worry about that. It's fall. But anyways, dude, what else is going on? My mom was like, hey, you should probably go get evaluated for the concussion after that last episode. She's like, this sounds pretty horrible, pretty bad. And it's always interesting because, my mom's a very caring individual. She's like, you should be going to this, go to the hospital, go take care of this. And my dad, on the other hand, the night that I said I was not feeling well, and he's like, you got a concussion, I was sleeping, and somehow on the couch, he left his pillow out in the middle of the night. He freaking just yanked it like he was trying to be a magician, like he thought I was just gonna pull it, and I just went like this. Oh no. Okay. And I just turned, I see a faint glimpse of him walk back around the corner. So, he's just like, it's a concussion. It's not going to do anything. You can't really do anything to make it any better. I need my pillow back. And my mom's like, hey, you got to go do something. You got to get back. So that's just the different styles and parenting there. That's always exciting. But yeah, my head's feeling good now. So I don't think there's any evaluation needed. I don't even know if I had a concussion. Maybe that was just an excuse because I was feeling pretty bad about my ticket. My little rendezvous. Okay. But yeah, since then as well, I've actually been eating good finally, because like I said, I was feeling pretty bad. I was eating my feelings a lot, pretty intensely. Everyone's like, you can't eat your feelings. You cannot eat your feelings. Oh, you can, dude. And I did. And I shall. And I might just continue to do it if something else happens, like losing my wallet. But anyways, yeah. Or maybe people are saying you shouldn't eat your feelings. I don't really know. It's hard to pay attention over the sound of your own chewing. But anyways, this cord is so long, it keeps getting stuck. If you ever see me like freaking jingling and playing with this, it's not just like I'm skipping rope and playing double dutch. It keeps getting caught somehow under the wheel, dude. I don't know what... Anyways, yeah, I did eat my feelings. Uh-oh, I just messed something up. Is it fixed? Okay, I can hear it better. Outlandish. But anyways, yeah, I've been eating my feelings pretty good, dude. I was chowing down and enjoy it, and I'm finally back on the wagon, right? I've been eating good, but, you know, all those L's, they really took a toll, I guess. You know, I was feeling good, and maybe that's why I was so positive about things, because I like to eat my feelings, and maybe that's a story for another time. But yeah, I think you can eat your feelings, and I did. And you just consume so much to the point that you get so sick that you forget about what you were sad about in the first place. Not good advice, okay? Because that's not true, and I've talked about this before, because you get so sick that you're like, oh, I feel like I'm going to die, and I got charged $180 for not wearing a seatbelt. Why did I do this? This doesn't solve anything. So it's unlike when people like do drugs or you drink or you smoke to alleviate that pressure, and you kind of get lost in an escape. Food is not an escape, okay? Food has a closing point. It's a window. You get about 10 minutes of, wow, I don't even care that we blew a 14-point lead, but you're like, oh, dear God, we blew a 14-point lead. I'm about to blow something out the backhand. But anyways, there was a closing point, so don't eat your feelings, actually. I make light of it, but it's a rough way to go, and I don't know many other feelings that can really make you feel so greasy and disgusting, other than getting charged for a ticket, dude. I know I'm bringing this story up multiple times, but freaking, I don't know. Sergeant D. Weathers, dude. He was not bringing the good weathers. He was bringing the storm, and he crashed it, and he crushed it. And also, I paid $180 for that story. You better believe I'm going to milk it as much as I can. So yeah, that was good and fun. But we are better now, okay? So not only are we eating good and feeling better, and we're leaving all the problems back in summer. Summer is a time for problems, okay? It's nice weather, good sunshine, but it's a place for problems. Fall? In fall world, on the first day of fall, my day could not be any better, all right? I've already had a freaking interesting conversation where I made conversation with my papa's stomach up in his face, having a good time rocking the flannel, feeling good, smile on my face, and I'm dancing and prancing and doing stuff all over the place. Now, I don't know if that's technically a rhyme. I said face twice, but that's okay. But yeah, you know, fall is it's a time for good things to happen. But also, if bad things do happen, it doesn't matter, because in fall, if the Browns lose again tonight, I'll still be okay. I'll still be happy because it's fall. Fall is a good place. It's a good peace, and I wish more people could tap into that. You could tap into the aura, the freaking energy. I don't know what people tap into. I just try to live a little bit happier, so I don't have a good philosophy and a mental hurdle. People are like, you gotta unlock your chakras, and you gotta dig down deep, man. You gotta get in that, and then you'll be happier. I'm just like, this is kind of cool. This is kind of fun. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm feeling pretty good. Real quick, though, I do want to mention something that I'm not feeling good. I want to call attention to this. Exhibit A, Rubik's Cube. Now, if you remember, a few episodes ago, before I went to the beach, my Rubik's Cube had a nice white surface on it that was supposed to create an illusion that I had solved the cube. Now, granted, I had not done it, but I had a whole surface, okay? It was one flat dimension of success, okay? One single solitary unit. And my buddy, my best friend, dare I say, ex-best friend, came over. Just days, I dropped the freaking cube. I wish I had an editor to cut this out. Oh, gosh. But anyways, listen, it's full circus, baby. It's raw, it's real, it's what you get. But Drew Decker, I call Drew Decker to the stand. This guy came over just days before we left to the beach, and he picked up my cube, and I was not watching him, but I heard him say, "Oh, you got a cube, huh?" Now, he's a very proficient and enthusiastic cuber. And I heard him grab my cube, and I believe I heard this. When I think about the faint memories, And I remember hearing that and thinking, oh, I don't want him solving that for me. Okay? But I did not look back at the cube to double check because I didn't want him to I didn't want to make him feel like he was doing something wrong. But I left it. We both walked out of the room. No one has been in this room except for me. Weeks later, for some reason, because this thing's been turned to my back, right? I only see the back of it. I check around and I see the front of the cube. What is missing but my achievements, my success? So, the only person I know that has touched this Rubik's Cube has defiled it. Someone that has my trust. Someone that was close to me has betrayed not only my pride, my sanity, but my freaking admiration, my props, and my art. And I call him to the stand, and I want answers, okay? This is not going to stop here. I just want to address this. I saw it right before the show, and I'm thinking, ooh, this kind of behavior will not be tolerated, Drew Decker, okay? We congratulated you for the curtains. You made good decisions. He's a good guy-ish. Sometimes I would have said that before this. There will be hell to pay. Okay, someone has to answer for this. It's not me, okay? It's not me, and no one else has been here. Unless, nope, I have no other options. That's how I know it's gotta be him. Accusation station, baby. I'm coming after you. I want answers, and we will dive deeper, okay? Law and order. Doom, doom. We're coming for you, okay? I need to know what happened. What happened to my Rubik's Cube? I don't know. But, maybe we'll call him up on the next episode of the show, and we'll have to just confront him because I need the truth. And we'll back him into a corner, and maybe he didn't do it, but either way, we'll get him to admit he did because that's what's important is getting answers no matter what. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been Full Circus. I don't know sign language, but what's the freaking full? I don't know. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Enjoy the fall, dude. Enjoy the flannels. It's feeling good, but golly, be careful wearing it inside. It's a lot of heat. But yeah, enjoy your season. Get some smells. Forget about spring, summer, whatever. Have some good times. If bad things happen, you just think, hey, it's fall. And there's nothing more fall than me wearing a flannel, baby. Oh, yeah.